Hey everyone, it's 10 Types, and recently I've been hearing a bunch of hype around the Slowking deck. I mean, I've been taking a look at it and talking about it some on my channel, but I didn't actually played it much. I played it a little, I think, around when it first came out, but didn't really play it much. But today I'm going to be playing it. As I said, I played it. I don't remember if I played it on the channel, but this is a list that is post-rotation and is made for the post-rotation metagame. It's not like super different the metagame than what it is now, which I'll be playing. Obviously, I'm playing on live. But yeah, this is my first time playing live in the channel in a while as well, because my I don't know, my experience with live has been, not the best as of late, as it's, well, there's been a lot of talk on that. But anyways, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is going over the deck and seeing how good it is. The biggest change from pre-rotation to post-rotation is mana fee. That'll be gone. The bench barrier ability will be gone, or the wave availability will be gone for, wait, that's the name of it? Yeah, for like a few months. It'll be coming back pretty soon after. It is not Buddy-Buddy Poffin searchable after post-rotation, with the Shaman coming out in the second set after rotation. So that's a little different. But anyways, the deck is somewhat reliant on the Kyurem attack, which we'll get to. But Slowking, if you don't know what it does, for 2 energy on a stage 1, one of which is Psychic, you discard the top card of your deck, and assuming it's a non-rule box Pokemon, which you want it to be, then you copy one of the attacks on that Pokemon. We have a variety. The attack costs don't matter on any of them, except for Kyurem, I guess. Kyurem, I mean, the regular attack cost doesn't matter, but you can use this attack for only one colorless if your opponent has a supporter with Culver, or any card in the discard with Culver's in the name. I guess if we get Culver's Pokemon as trainer Pokemon, which I'm pretty sure we're not going to get, but if we happen to get that, then this would counter that. But then it's one colorless, and it does, you discard the energy from this Pokemon. Again, this is the main attacker, I guess, and you do 110 to 3 of your opponent's Pokemon. Really good against Drakelokes, or like decent against those the Charizard EX previous evolutions of like stage 2s, stage 2 EXs, or I guess stage 2 single prize as well. So Kyurem's really, really good, but obviously not always going to be an option. Oh, this is the wrong Squawkabilly. I don't know how I put that in there. And by the way, the list is in the description, but then we have a bunch of other attacks that are focused on taking one-shots here. Annihilape is the worst case scenario attack. I guess you have the first one, which isn't super good, but in some weird situation you might have to use it. But the thing you want to do here is knock out both actives. This knocks out anything. So if your opponent has I guess this is the only way to one-shot Pidgeot EX. I don't know too many use cases of this, but there are some when nothing else will do, and this is what you'll have to fall back on. Conkeldurr, though, does 250, so that's pretty good. Not one-shotting everything like, say, Pidgeot EX, but it's pretty good. And Regigigas does 100, but if it's a Terra that you're hitting, then it does 230 more, so 330. One-shotting pretty much anything or any of the Terras, which are a lot of the metagame. Yeah, it's really solid, really versatile. We play Budew, we play Xatu to accelerate Psychic Energies. This list is not my list, as I said. The list is in the description. The link to it as well is, this is how the deck's been played a bunch in Japan, and we see Jet Energies. That's not Jet Energy. Jet Energy, I'm not a big fan of this card. I find it kind of inconsistent, but we'll see how this goes. And it plays Reverse Lungy, so if you don't have Xatu, you can use that, though it's a little inconsistent to draw into. The biggest issue with this deck as a whole is inconsistency. Oh, Academy at Night, as well as the Stadium, which is essentially not the backbone of this deck, I guess. The backbone is the attacker, but in order to get the Pokemon on top, you need this. You do have Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking as well to put any 2 cards to your deck on top. This is solid for like drawing into those cards as well. It has some different use cases. It's not the strongest supporter, but it is interesting, and we might be making use of that. It plays Lana and Night Stretcher and Max Rod to recover a bunch of stuff to our hand, because you'll be discarding, obviously, your attacker, and the energy will be discarded when you're knocked out, which is pretty common. But on top of that, you'll be discarding another Pokemon, so there's lots of things you want, and you want them in your hand. You obviously want the Pokemon in your hand, and then on top of that, the energy for Xatu as well. We see Powerglass, which is really interesting. I don't know how good that'll be. It accelerates energy, but to the active Pokemon, it's a tool. It's a weird card, but it is in the list. And then Squawkabilly EX is here as well. Unsurprisingly, Fezandipiti EX, we see a Tatsugiri as well. But Squawkabilly EX is interesting. I don't know how good this is. I played a couple of games with it. It went The games were really weird. The first game, I didn't really set up very well either game, but I did end up winning the one. My opponent was like not setting up very well though, and making some questionable plays. But we'll see how this game goes. The deck is definitely interesting, though. As I said, the consistency issues are the biggest thing. I've played this deck some, just like a couple of games before this. Then, as I said, like a while ago when it came out. So hopefully I don't make too many misplays. Nothing major. Again, it's mostly a test for the consistency and if the matchups are winnable. If we run into something like, I said, like there are Pokemon there aren't so many use cases of Annihilate, but like if V-Stars, I guess, would be. Those are not really something this deck's as prepared to deal with, but they are something that are floating around. I don't know how worried about them I am. I haven't seen them too much. This start is not good. I mean, I guess it's really good if my opponent's playing Lost Zone. It would be really good. That's a pre-rotation deck, but that'd be cool here. Or something else. They are benching a lot of Pokemon here. That is an interesting decision. Okay, so we'll see what they have going on. They're playing a Charizard list. Starting Kyurem, obviously not ideal. Yeah, that's 2 retreat. It's just not great. We have 2 Buddy-Buddy Poffins in hand, though. We see a Budew. I was going to say we can attack with that, but we can't. So I'll Buddy-Buddy Poffin twice. Tatsugiri's fine here. Tatsugiri's good here. I'll get Slowpoke and another Slowpoke and a Natu. I guess I should check the prizes as well a little bit. I do. This is a tip. If you're playing live, just have your list open another tab. That's something I do when I'm recording. And yep, okay, I want to make sure I'm not recording just the web page of just a picture of a list. But we have Regigigas. That matters a lot. Yeah, the other stuff doesn't really matter. I mean, matters a little. But anyways, well, I'll just grab these. Prize like some Slowkings. Yeah, prizes aren't. I don't know. The most important thing is Regigigas here. But anyways, I'm going to grab these. I will attach the Psychic Energy to a Slowpoke. I'll attach Psychic Energy to a Slowpoke here. Then I'll probably send up the Tatsugiri. I'll just pass it over to my opponent here. Don't want Academy at Night. Academy at Night is actually a really interesting stadium. Can I see it? Okay. So it puts a card to your hand on top of your deck, and you can use this. Obviously, it has natural synergy with Slowking, but it also means that if you have a card you really need next turn, like say a boss or something, then you can go ahead and put it on top. So if your opponent Ionos, then you're fine. Wow, they just hit for 30. That was not what I was expecting. Got a Jet Energy though. That's pretty good. But Academy at Night is helpful to your opponent, so that's why I didn't play it there. We're looking for. Yeah, I don't really know exactly what we're looking for here, to be honest. Probably just some supporter that draws us cards. We did not get that, did we? This will pass. I could play Budew. Budew isn't super good. If my opponent has a Charizard, how much is Budew going to do? Not that much. I don't hate it, though. It is a pivot, so I'll play it. And I guess I passed. That was unfortunate. I've had, as I said, this deck does have consistency issues. It has, some supporters. It has like 7 or 8 or something. It is 9 actually. They did just heat tackle. They're just gonna like knock themselves out eventually too. We got a Psychic. Okay, that's good. I'll use Attract Customers. We need a supporter. We missed a supporter again. That's not good. Okay, I guess we pass again. I could Budew here actually. Yeah, I'll Budew. The hand is obviously not very good, but it is what it is, right? So we can go ahead Budew and item lock them. They will knock us out. What? Okay. That's all right, I guess. And then after that, I guess I'll Tatsugiri, I think. Yeah, the situation isn't great, but I think Ichipalin's fine. I mean, I don't know what they've got going on. They can't have much going on, but we also don't have much going on. This is a game I'm not cutting out because I think this is a common occurrence for this deck. I mean, every game I've played so far has been kind of like this. Going for the Tatsugiri there might have been right. I'm just leaving that in the active. I'll certainly send it up now. They are obviously pretty low as well. I could have actually gone for Natu for a knockout. They are getting a prize here. How much will this one prize matter? I don't think much, but we'll see. Also, why do the cards like shake so much? Okay, we got a Slowpoke, which is all right, I guess. And we see Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking. Okay, I guess I'll use this for let's see. I'll take I could take Xatu Energy, isn't it? I'll take Research and Slowking. There we go. that seems fine. It doesn't seem like amazing. We'll kind of assume they don't get the knockout. Maybe they could have it here, but this is all right, I think. We're in an okay position. Not really too. It's not great, but it could be definitely worse. And yeah, I'll go ahead and I will pass. Yeah, this is, it is what it is. They could like Iono us. They could play the Slowpoke down. Definitely not. Don't want to play the Academy at night. Not that they're getting that much value here. Like it's more so if stuff's going well for them. Oh, they got the rare candy. Okay. Hopefully that's a rare candy for the. Oh, okay. Say Charizard EX. It's not. They presumably won't Iono us here because I mean, then we're just getting the cards we put on top, which is good for us. We'll see what they do decide to do. Probably attack with Charmander. I don't know what's in their hand, but I gotta assume they have something going on. Yeah, they probably got the rare candy. Probably had the Charizard, if I had to guess. They're evolving on the bench. Wow, that's not what I was expecting. But that is interesting. Kyurem's like pretty mediocre. It would have been really good early on. We would have literally just won the game. But obviously that's not what's happening here. Okay, that's interesting. They're putting energy there. I guess they also want to thin. And are they going to attack with Pidgeot EX? That would actually be pretty annoying. They're going to knock out my Slowpoke with energy as well. No. What? Okay, I have no idea what's happening anymore. Gonna be completely honest. Yeah, not really sure what that was about. They 100% should have gone after. I mean, not that, right? That's definitely not the Pokemon to go after. No idea what that play was about. That was very strange. I'll send up the Slowpoke. Tatsugiri seems pretty bad here. Not like useless, but not good. Obviously don't want to Lana's aid. We're just gonna pop this down, put it on the stadium, research. Hopefully we get something. Hopefully get a Pokemon we can attack with, which we did, which is nice. So we'll go ahead and I'll Slowpoke. I get the knockout as well. This is a really solid position. Not literally perfect, but pretty good. We have a Jet Energy as well, which is cool. Not what we're looking for, but it's certainly fine. Ultra Ball away. I think the Natu isn't necessary, and I'll go over to the Ultra Ball as well here. I think that's fine. Go ahead and grab the Regigigas and just start attacking with the Jewel Breaker to take the one shot, which is really nice. Pidgeot EX is a bit of an issue. They do one shot us as well, and they get rid of the stadium. That's annoying. I think I will end up Jet Energying, sending this one into the active. I kind of like that, just to use the Jet Energy and kind of get things going in, so we have a Slowpoke with 2 energies on the bench. Xatu is part of the engine, but also it's not a card that we need to be using all the time. So let's go ahead and Academy at night, and this seems okay. We're a little behind, but not drastically behind, and it still is pretty winnable. We have in our discard nothing that we want back there, so that's fine. The deck's going okay, and it's not great. We could have won earlier if we had gotten set up, but our opponent wasn't set up, and at the end of the day, what matters most is winning. Definitely not loving this, though. Pidgeot EX is a bit of a problem. Hopefully, maybe they'll just play a bunch of Pokemon or something, and then we can go ahead and grab the knockout with Kyurem, or a bunch of knockouts with Kyurem. They do play Fezandipiti EX down. Some of our Pokemon are fighting the Conkeldurr and the Annihilape PAR. It doesn't matter at all, and we don't keep the weakness. It's psychic weakness is what you're hitting. Lily's Clefairy EX is actually an option post rotation, which is kind of cool. It's not played in this list, obviously, but we do see a Charizard EX hitting the board, which is kind of interesting. I personally wouldn't do that. I assume they're going to attack with Pidgeot EX. That's what they probably should do. We could knock it out with an Annihilape, but it doesn't put us in necessarily a perfect position. We are then knocking ourselves out and losing some stuff, but also they've committed so much. Wait, how much energy do they play? I thought Charizard usually plays 6. Obviously people play different counts, but that's a lot. Do they play 9 to actually attack with Fezandipiti EX? And I guess, or maybe they were just doing that to draw more, but they have Pidgeot EX in play as well. Not exactly sure what they're looking for. Radiant Charizard might be it. I don't really know. But I assume we're going to see a Blustery Wind. Blustery Wind is pretty annoying for us. It's not the end of the world, but it definitely is something that will end up hurting us because it removes the stadium. That's a big reason why it's pretty annoying here. And yeah, that's just not great for us. Same thing with, I guess, Lugia, but Lugia's rotating. They're going to Ultra Ball for something. I don't know what they're Ultra Balling for, to be honest. Maybe a Lumineon V? They're not going to play that, though. They are playing it, okay. They didn't support it this turn. I wonder what they're getting here. Maybe an Iono. Iono feels kind of random. I mean, like they're getting some new cards, but they don't really need anything. They're getting research. Okay, that's interesting. I guess Lumineon V isn't a substantial liability because you already have Fezandipiti EX in play, and I'd go after that anyways, but it's a little bit of a surprise. We see another fire on Fezandipiti EX. I guess it does kind of guarantee a prize. Maybe they're looking just for a 4 Seal Stone target to get things moving, but, they have Pidgeot EX going already, so yeah, we'll see what they decide to do. I mean, they're going to play the research, getting rid of Rare Candy and Boss. Okay, Team Devolution would be insane here. We definitely don't play that. But they play a Dreepy? What? That was not what I was expecting. I wasn't really sure. They have some nothing like absolutely crazy in the deck, but some stuff that's a little surprising to me. But that was not what I was expecting. They're going to pop the 4 Seal Stone here? Wow, okay. I'm like I don't know what's happening now anymore. I'm going to be completely honest. Kyurem is not going to be amazing here. They're going to Super Rod back some stuff. I'd say probably 2 fires in the one of those Charmanders. What did they get back? Yeah, they got back the 2 energies and the Charizard. Because I don't know if they have another Charmander. I don't know their counts of that, but presumably they do. So they're going to Blustery Wind. They are going to presumably discard that stadium. And then we're going to go and kind of hope things work out. We could 4 Seal Stone. Or no, we can. I don't know. They pop their 4 Seal Stone, so that feels okay. They're going to, they have Fezandipiti EX, so they'll be more or less fine on the other side of that. Actually, no, I won't do that. That's terrible. I'm going to research, so I draw more cards. And let's see what we top deck. We top deck another Night Stretcher. That wasn't really exactly what I was looking for there. I'd want that on the other side of the research after we hopefully get the stadium. I could have sent up Tatsugiri, actually, looking for Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking. And now that I think about it, that might have been the right play. I don't really know there, to be honest. I'll send up the, evolve the Slowking. And Budew's okay, but it was like a pivot, which is kind of nice. It's not particularly good. I think I could just go Slowpoke as well. So I'll go ahead and grab that. If we grab the one shot here, I feel really good about our position, but if we don't, I feel really nervous. Seek Inspiration, like the likelihood that we hit something that we want off that is pretty much none. Looks like we did get what we were looking for. Fezandipiti EX is really bad here because and then you have a 2 prize liability. We could just lose. So I won't do that, but I will Buddy-Buddy Poffin? Yeah, I'll take the Slowpoke. That's fine. And then, not that it's necessary, but I think it's fine, and I'll thin. We get 2 Xatu here, 2 the Tatsugiri. I definitely like that play the most. And I could send up Tatsugiri. We'll see what I decide to send up. Bell Academy at night and get back. Max Rod's probably a for later card. I'd rather have that than Night Stretcher later, so I'll put the... Oh, never mind. I'm silly. So I'll Ultra Ball away the Fezandipiti EX and the Psychic Energy. I think is all right here. Oh, we might not be down on prizes. Presumably we'll be down on prizes though. So I'll get rid of the Jet Energy and the Fezandipiti EX and grab out of the deck the Annihilape, which is what we need to get the knockout there. And I won't send up Tatsugiri. I think that is better to have later. Good thing we did have the Academy at night. We have some more left in deck. We have enough, hopefully. So I'll go ahead and knock out my active, and they are active, which is fine here. So this is a really nice situation to use this attack. Wow, that was in fact, the game does not. Okay, there we go. It worked. So we get 2 prizes, they get just 1. We should be fine here. If they Dragon Bolt, we could lose. I don't think that can really happen. That seems like absurd. You never know, I guess. In that case, I should send up Tatsugiri. What do we see? Wow, those cards aren't. They're okay, honestly. They're not. They could be worse, but we could get Fezandipiti EX back off of Max Rod or something. Let's see what they send up. I assume it's Charizard EX. If they send up the Fezandipiti EX, if they send up Dreepy, okay. So they send up Fezandipiti. We could tie. That'd be kind of bad. I don't want to do that. But anyways, I'll send up the Tatsugiri. I think is okay. They're gonna be able to snipe whatever they want anyways, and Tatsugiri is what I most want in the active. So this is all right. Well, all right. So yeah, this is interesting. This game's been really strange. Yeah, their deck is pretty blinged out. So they're gonna Buddy-Buddy Poffin for who knows. Two Charmanders. Okay, that's interesting. So they are playing a pretty thick Charmander line. Oh, 4 Charmanders. They're gonna collapse. Okay, to get I guess Lumineon V off the bench, which is fine. Doesn't matter. No, like it doesn't really matter. We can just kind of one shot whatever. We have Kyurem, we have stuff, so that's fine. I guess they don't run Manaphy. If they ran Manaphy, they could get Manaphy down, and then like retreat and hid behind a Manaphy or a Dreepy or something. They're gonna Iono us to a smaller hand, so hopefully, or a much smaller hand. Hopefully, we see something good on the other side of this. Okay, that's all right, though it's not necessarily good enough. So this is a make or break turn. Hopefully, they go after the Slowpoke. I think they should go after the Tatsugiri, and I assume they will. Maybe I'm baiting them by like sending this into the active. You're gonna flip the script on the other side of this as well. On the other side of that, Iono. Not really sure what they're looking for. I mean, they just have lots of attackers in play. We need to draw something. Fezandipiti actually would have been really bad to play. I think that's almost definitely the right play to not have it on the board. Though I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't have been able to knock it out. I'm gonna grab a Charmeleon. Okay, maybe they have Drakeloak. Like Drakeloak is much better, and I'm assuming they're playing Drakeloak. Drakeloak is a pretty good card. It could be prized, though you never know. But they're going to Cool Arrow here and knock out. Hopefully, they knock out Slowpoke or Xatu. That would be better than knocking out Tatsugiri. They are thinking about it. Okay, this is interesting. Because it should definitely knock out the Tatsugiri, right? That's like the draw engine. They don't know that we have a dead hand, but there's a good chance we have a pretty bad hand here. We could definitely top deck out of this as well if we get like a Night Stretcher, the Max Route, or a Supporter. There's a good chunk of outs here. If they go after the Xatu, wow, that is not what I do. I think going after Xatu, yes, it is part of my engine. I do understand it. I mean, it's not something it's not like the craziest play ever. But anyways, we need to top deck. Wow, that is not what I was expecting. So I'll use Attract Customers. Hopefully get a Supporter. We got. Wait, I should. Oh, that's not what we need, is it? Well, I guess we lose then, isn't it? Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking is not enough. We can get a Pokemon on the active, but then we lose. Yeah, that didn't work so well, did it? Well, I guess we're going into the next game. Yeah. I could have kept Fezandipiti around. I'm pretty sure. Tell me down below in the comments if you think that was the right play. I'm pretty sure that was the right play. They weren't down Prime Catcher, but they seemed pretty confident with their hand, and they popped Force Seal Stone. But anyways, we'll hop into the next one. Obviously, we set up terribly that game. My opponent set up pretty badly, and they were able to win. We had, we just weren't able to get there. It's not like really had outs there either to do anything. Anything really different there. So let's see how this next game goes. Still not convinced that the deck is good. That we had out. We had out. That was a winnable game. Every game I played with the deck has been if I top deck, I could get out of this, but that's not necessarily the sign of a good deck. So let's see. We're going first again. Wait, did we go first last time? I think we went second. Anyways, hopefully not starting Kyurem. That was bad. My opponent knocked it out. Not really sure why they did that. That would have been much worse if that had just stuck in play and my opponent had gusted it up and then Fezandipiti EX'd around it. We'd have Jet Energy, which is good there, but that could have been really bad. We start a Slowpoke. We get 2. This hand is pretty interesting here. And my opponent starts. I'm playing the Umbreon Seeds, which is these are cool. Brute Bonnet. Oh, okay. This is a really interesting hand here. I don't want a Powerglass. I feel like that's not good. To be honest, I just don't think the card's super useful. It's a little niche. But I'll take Tatsugiri here and Natu. Those seem fine. Buddy was whatever. Don't feel amazing about putting that into play. I'll get Slowpoke. Oh, I didn't check my prizes. Hopefully this is all good. I'll get rid of the Jet. I could use Tatsugiri as well. I think I had reversal on one of these Pokemon, but the Slowpoke on the bench, which I want to do that one. I think. Actually, no, I'll keep the Jet. Get rid of the reversal. Reversal and Ultra Ball. Yeah, that's what I'll do. We're going to get out of the deck that Squawkabilly EX. We're trying this out. I really don't know how strong this is, but it could be really nice. Play Slowpoke, Jet Energy here, Powerglass on one of these. It doesn't really matter. It's not used to use on Tatsugiri, obviously. It's not. I guess it's not useless, but it's not super good. Then we'll Squawk and see what we get here. We draw these cards. These are fine. I don't hate the Natu. I definitely don't really like it that much either. I'll attract customers. I think I won't Buddy-Buddy Poffin here. We see these cards. I'm going to fail. I mean, we have these in hand, so that's fine. And yeah, I'm fine just passing here. The Natu's probably fine. If the Natu's not fine, that could actually be a bit of an issue, which is possible. I'll play this. This seems like the safer route. Doesn't seem amazing, but it seems okay. Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking seems really sketchy. Xatu's not at all a consistent draw engine. And yes, it does help you power up your attack and set it up, but every game I've played so far, I've been relying on Academy at Night, which is fine. Academy at Night's a good card, or it's like decent. It's not like super hard to find, but definitely not, like Psychic Codebreaking, you don't get the value out of it really when you're using it for just setting up Slowking's attack. Xatu's drawing 2 cards, reduce the Radiant History and Sneasler, so they could get the knockout here. They could get it in a few ways. What are they playing? I was like, yeah, this is Cloth Trapagos, but I don't think this is played in it, like almost ever. This is usually just played in Ancient Box. Maybe this is some Roaring Moon deck. That's probably what it is, some Roaring Moon based deck with the single prize Roaring Moon and the Roaring Moon EX. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot of Ancient Booster Energy capsules, which are now all in this card, which seems really bold. I mean, maybe they just saw something they really needed, but they've gotten rid of a ton of them. I guess their hand's not super strong, and they did have another one in their hand, which makes sense. But obviously, if this goes down, they're not getting another one on the board. It's just not possible. Well, it's technically possible, but it's not going to happen. We see Darkness active. Okay, that's interesting. They're gonna poison. Okay, that was weird. Okay, then we take some damage. We'll get knocked out going back into our turn if we're not able to get anything going here. See Lana's aid, definitely not what I'm looking for. I could research here, or I could attach. The idea of not attaching would be that I could then get the Psychic off of Night Stretcher. We see 7 cards, 36. And obviously we could accelerate Slowpoke as well. I don't really love that. I'll just attach here, I think is fine. And I'm going to research and yeah, just kind of go for it. See what we get on the other side of this. So we didn't quite get there. I guess I'll attract customers. This is where Budew could be good, I guess. I mean, we'll just get knocked out though. If we missed Tatsugiri again, how do I keep missing this? Okay, so I could play Slowking. I think their hand's kind of dead. I mean, they played a supporter. They might have a supporter. They probably do. It's probably not Iono, though. That's my guess. And yeah, I could retreat. I don't love retreating at all either here. It's not amazing. This is just a really mediocre to underwhelming position here. I feel like I could pass. There's some different plays. I don't really love any of them. I'll retreat into Natu though. Like that getting knocked out is not the end of the world, and I'll just pass here. Again, probably don't want Academy at Night. I could. That's not actually a terrible play there, but it's not that good either. It's probably bad to Academy at Night here. They're going to attach another Darkness active. They could Sawdust Vitality to knock us out. They're going to Toxic Powder, which is kind of long. It's not that long. For that animation seems a little slower than necessary. Anyways, they're just going to pass. Okay, so they're also dead drawing. So this is something. That's not exactly what we're looking for, but that's fine. Hopefully it's fine. I'll Academy at Night here, and I will research, then see what we get. Hopefully we get obviously something good. Okay, that's fine. I can go ahead, evolve active. I think it's fine. I don't know if it really matters where we evolve, but this seems okay. We can Jet Energy here, which I think I'll do, so I'm gonna accelerate to the other Slowpoke is probably fine. We can knock them out here, so that's good. Well, we'll pop it here. Yeah, and then we see another Slowking. Okay, that's really, really nice. We'll go ahead, Jet Energy here, and Kyurem would be cool. But we are going to lose energies. Oh, I should have sent up that Slowking. I'm just going to go ahead and Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr's fine. It just gets the one shot. This Pokemon is a bit of a threat. It's, I mean, it can knock us out. It's not like the best attacker, but it is an attacker. So we'll go ahead with Slowking and get the knockout. And that seems fine. We are also obviously getting a knockout here. That does mean we are going to theoretically enable Fezandipiti EX if they have that. I feel like there's a good chance they would have played it by now. Not that it's, it's a little vulnerable, but it seems probably better to play it than risk getting like Iono'd, which is definitely possible. They're going to bump our stadium with a Pokestop. That's annoying. They hit. What did they hit? Nothing, obviously, is what they hit, but they hit some cards. Yeah, they got some. Their Baby Roaring Moon is really strong. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna obviously here look for the stadium. That's what we're looking for. If we get the stadium, we presumably win. We're not able to do enough without that. Oh, we got it. Let's go. So I guess this is the end. We won. Yay. Yes, that's enough to make a judgment on the deck. And yeah, the deck seems like really sketchy. It's really strong. It can one-shot stuff. The Squawkabilly seems mediocre, not bad, not like terrible or anything. I feel like more supporters would be good. The support account's not like super high, and we got Tatsugiri. And the Ciphermaniac's Codebreakings aren't amazing. Okay, I think the list I have opened up is actually the wrong list. Another tab, it plays less supporters than. So it's the same number of supporters, but for some reason the list I have in another tab is wrong. But anyways, the deck's like, it's okay. It doesn't feel amazing to me though. I don't think it's, I don't think it's super strong post rotation. I think it's like maybe top 10, but probably not top 10. Somewhere around that range, 10, 15. It's a cool deck. It's fun. It's kind of silly. It's kind of a meme deck, but it's better than a meme deck. I'm interested in seeing how good it is post rotation. Some people are comparing it to Regigigas, and that's like a fine comparison, but it's not obviously as good as Regigigas is. Regigigas is okay now. It's a little underplayed and still pretty strong. Obviously like 3 months ago or whatever, it was the top deck in the game, or second, somewhere around there. And now it's just fallen off some, but it's still very good. And Slowking's, not that. The attackers are fine. Conkeldurr is all right, and they all have a place. Annihilape seems a little bit niche. I did end up using it though. Regigigas is really good. I could see a second copy of this. I mean, there are some, small changes I make to the deck. I'm not personally a massive Budew fan, but not that's bad. I mean, it's a good card, just not one that I love playing with. And the Jet Energies, which I also find kind of weird. And the Powerglass. The Powerglass, it seems like kind of niche. Not terrible, but not stand out great either. But it's kind of fun. Overall, though, the deck is okay. I found the list in the other tab, and yeah, you got you're pretty reliant on like Night Stretchers. So Lana's Aid is kind of like another Night Stretcher, and that's good. It's pretty solid. Nothing absolutely insane here. Isn't getting your Fezandipiti, which I mean I had a bunch of times when I wasn't playing it and kind of wanted it back, and that was fine. I think I kind of got the stuff I needed, or I completely whiffed. It's not like I had Lana's Aid and wanted Fezandipiti, and I had issues there. Honestly, he's a pretty good supporter, but it's like a late game supporter. And the Xatu engine, obviously, pretty inconsistent. It's, TMS Ogre EX is a weaker engine. It's a little more consistent, I guess, being a basic, which is nice. Xatu's really strong when it's working. If you're using Xatu for turn, that's insane, but you're not going to do that. And yeah, it's fun, but you need the stadium as well. There's not Lost Vacuum. I haven't seen Lost Vacuum in a while, to be honest, but Academy at Night is definitely really important and a little vulnerable. And Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking is not really something that can cover it that often. Theoretically, if you're just, your deck's flowing and you're using Xatu's and Fezandipiti maybe, and just kind of like cruising and taking knockouts and stuff, and you're not using your supporter for draw power, then you can use Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking as a replacement for Academy at Night, but that's just not something I think is really that useful. The deck's okay. I guess I didn't really learn too much about it other than it kind of confirmed my thoughts on it. But tell me down below what you think about this deck. I think it's really cool. Consider liking, subscribing, hitting the bell, all the good stuff. But I hope you enjoyed, and as always, I'm excited to see you in the next video.